Hello and welcome to Ian's Bricks, and today I've just got a slight comparison on the Lego Brick Sketches sets that were released in July of 2020. These cost £17.99 in the UK and £19.99 euros and dollars in the US and Euroland respectively. I thought initially they were quite expensive for what they were and how many pieces you got. So these are the four different sets. There is actually quite a variety in the number of pieces that you get in the sets. Obviously these are the official pieces that go up to make the actual builds and don't include the extra pieces that you do get in these sets pretty much always. The worst number of piece count, the worst piece count is the Batman set, and you only get 115 pieces for Batman, which is pretty low. But again, it looks great, but price per piece not particularly great. 115, that actually works out at 15.64 pence per piece, or in US dollars it's 17.38 cents. So yeah, not particularly great. I know a lot of Lego sets you're looking at least you want to get about 9 or 10 pence per piece or below. So anyway, yeah, not particularly great on the price per piece. The next highest amount of pieces is actually the Star Wars Stormtrooper. That's 151 pieces, so better than Batman. But still that comes out quite low. That comes out at 11.91 pence per piece, or 13.24 cents per piece in the US. And then the next one that we have is the Joker, and that comes out at 170 pieces. So it seems a lot better value. And that comes out, yes, 170 is 10.58 pence per piece and 11.76 cents in the US per piece, so a little bit closer to what you'd sort of want to be paying for Lego. And then the best value in pieces is the BB-8, and that just comes out at one more than the Joker, 171 pieces. That does have quite a few, as you can see, single pieces, so maybe that's not the best way to value that 171. But yes, that works out at 10.52 pence per piece, or 11.69 cents per piece. Then that got me to thinking, okay, so a lot of people do comparisons on price per pieces, but as we know, the variety and the size of a Lego piece comes from your little tiny 1x1 pieces like this to obviously plates and much bigger pieces. So I was sort of wondering, how much do Lego sets actually weigh? Let's have a look and see what each of the individual sets actually weighs. So here we have my trusty scales. I'll be weighing everything in grams, but I have already converted these to ounces for people that don't understand grams. So first of all, we'll take the lowest number of piece set, which is the Batman set. So this is 115 pieces, and that comes out at, let's have a quick look, 128 grams, okay, of Lego, and that is 4.52 ounces. Okay, so let's see how that compares with the other sets. So next up we'll do the next amount of pieces, which is the Stormtrooper. Let's pop that on, see what that comes out at. And that's obviously coming out at more, so we have more pieces in this, 151, and it's actually coming out at 148 grams. So not a surprise, but it's coming out at 20 grams more than the Batman set. So the next piece count highest is the Joker, and let's pop that on the scales, and that's coming through at 133 grams. So that's interesting. So it's significantly more pieces than the Stormtrooper, but it's actually a lot lower weight. So that is interesting. I think the thing with the Joker is the face at the bottom isn't particularly large, so maybe there's fewer pieces in that. But yeah, 133 grams, and that is 4.69 ounces. Okay, and the final one is the BB-8. Let's put that on there. So this is the highest piece count with 171 pieces, and as you can see, that's coming out at 146 grams, 146 grams is 5.15 ounce. So that's it is interesting that the piece count doesn't actually have too much of a say on how much actual Lego you get with each set. So let's have a look at these all side by side then. So here we have all these sets side by side with their piece counts and their weights. Not surprisingly, the one with the lowest piece count is Batman, was the one with the lowest weight, so 115 pieces but 128 grams, 4.52 ounces. Surprisingly, the next heaviest was the Joker, so that's got nearly the most pieces, 170 pieces, but only weighs in at 133 grams, 4.69 ounces. You then have the BB-8, which is 171 pieces, so it's the most pieces, but weighs in at 146 grams and 5.5 ounces. And finally, you have the heaviest set, which doesn't have the biggest piece counts, only 151 pieces, but it weighs in at 148 grams and 5.22 ounces. I would assume the reason for this is probably there's sort of bigger plates here. There's not too many tiny pieces, and it has a sort of a bigger bottom part of the face on this than the rest of them. So that's probably where the weight comes in. I mean, it's not a great deal of difference in all the sets. It's actually only 20 grams from the lightest to the heaviest. So although the price per piece for the Batman seems pretty poor, it's actually in weight of Lego, it's actually not too far behind the other sets. I will probably give this a go with some other sets, and not just Brick Sketchers, but maybe some other sets that I've got, and weigh them and see how that compares to the price per piece and the price per weight. So yeah, if you think this is a good idea, let me know. I'll weigh a few other sets and see which ones are the best value. Thank you very much for watching. Check out some other videos, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.